All right. Peace, family. We should be live right now. We should be live right now. Let me just make sure we are live right now. Okay. Okay, so Louis B said I'm mad as fuck that book sold out, Rich. Yeah, I know. My fault, family. Well, it ain't my fault. I mean, shit. I can't control if the book is sold out, but damn, I did want it to. Peace to the family, Father Rich in the building. Yes, peace to the family, Father Rich is definitely in the building right now. Do a live stream real quick. I didn't really get to touch on like I really wanted to on the book. I'm gonna find a way to get it. Red Pill was trying to help me find a way to see if it's somewhere online on the PDF. It's an explosive book. I promise, family. It's an explosive book for my people that are into metaphysics, spirituality, the occult realm, and all of that, and the inner universe that exists within you. I'm gonna find a way to get it to y'all, get the PDF version or something, or do something. I'm gonna do something, but I want to touch on this Coming to America. Yesterday we had a great conversation about energy, and I see y'all coming in the building. Peace, family. What book is it again? Keys to Inner Space by Leeman Heisey. If anybody is able to find it, let me know. Should email me, richardmerritt@yahoo.com. If you're able to find that book anywhere in the world online, I think it's something that's good for the family. It's definitely, to have the physical book. There's something about the physical book that's pretty powerful. It's a shame that as of now, if you get it, you will have to get the PDF version. But the physical book got some type of energy to it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got, it got like two different covers on it, the cover in the front, the cover in the back. Just the way the pages are, definitely got a unique vibe to it. A unique vibe. Shout out to King Simon once again for giving me the book. 600 on Amazon. It's 600. I don't know if it's 600. Shit, I need to put mine on Amazon, huh? Yeah, the ebook. Yeah, no. Let me write the author right now. It's Leeman Heisey. It's Let me write this real quick. Leeman Heisey. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Deuce Smith, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? It was $1.99 on Amazon. Damn. Shit. Okay, so before we get into the show, let me give a shout out to King Simon. He got some things coming up that I want the family to be aware of. All right, so first I want to tell the family about a lecture King Simon has coming up April 28th with the brother Ajwa Kwesi and the sister Shahrazad Ali. That's gonna be very explosive. It's a very powerful combination right there. Doors open up at 2. It's in the legendary National Black Theater. So if y'all could attend, make sure you'll attend. That's gonna be an event that you definitely don't want to miss. Also, King Simon has, and this Wirecast software be acting crazy. Also, King Simon has Dr. Laila Africa coming in May 5th, and Dr. Melanie Stevenson, his wife. Shout out to Dr. Melanie Stevenson for holding Dr. Africa down and continuing to work, doing her thing. You love to see that male-female energy. You notice both the lectures King Simon got coming up, they got the male-female energy. That's very important. That's something we want to go into this next paradigm with. And that's something I gave Nipsey Hussle props to last night when I was saying a brother was a unique, a rare brother. And I was saying how, he's a family man, and, how he runs around with Lauren London. I don't want to say running around, but how him and Lauren London hold each other down. You just kind of, sometimes you feel a vibe from people. And, it just you feel their energy, Because like I said, our energy, our heart energy extends beyond our body. You know what I'm saying? Like, our brain is pretty weak compared to our heart. So sometimes, put your biases aside, because we all got biases. When you put your biases to the side, you feel a person's intentions when they're next to you hard sometimes. And this is like if you could get out that ego mind, because your ego might say, oh, this person's that or that person's that. It may throw you off, but the intuitive spirit, that gut instinct you got, you could feel the person's vibe. And, I think the world felt that energy emanating from those two. And that's why I gave the brother props. So shout out to King Simon. This is something we got to move into this new paradigm with. This male-female energy. There could be no other way. And we got a lot of speakers out here, and a lot of them don't have mates, and there's nothing wrong with not having a mate, but it gets to a point where we have to see that image, so it's very important for us to see that image, We're not seeing enough of it. We're getting a lot of intellectuality, but we're not seeing enough of this love frequency, this love energy right there. And we got that from the brother Nipsey and the sister Lauren, and the brother Dr. Laila Africa and Dr. Melanie Stevenson. They represent that. So shout out to them. Shout out to King Simon for bringing that energy forward. Also, make sure you contact the brother King Simon for numerology consultation. The brother's very good with the numbers. Speaking of them, the king and queen, he helped my queen. He helped me. He helped the whole package, the whole family. So, what I'm saying? Read us both like a book. That's what the brother do. He reads you like a book. You know what I'm saying? Once again, yeah. And the point of this whole show is to let you know is that it's much more than what our senses is. I was reading this book one time. Okay, another book to get that's good is Seth. Jane Roberts, she used to channel this entity called Seth. She was on Oprah way back in the day. Oprah been into the occult. She just scared to really talk about him, or go into it. But Oprah been into she's a very curious creature. She's been into the occult. And that's why I don't know why she be cooling sometimes for white primacy. When you into the cult, you ain't got to cool like that, man. You create your reality. You know what I'm saying? Your subconscious mind is creative all. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than white supremacy. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'm not trying to get at Oprah. I appreciate Oprah for everything she did. We all got our faults down here. I ain't like that move she did with Michael Jackson in the Neverland. I think that shit's getting to her. I think somebody told me she took the videos down from YouTube, but I know that shit got to sting her. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson, I did a video with Brother Panic and Bobby Hemmett years ago. He was the biggest, and I just seen an interview with Vlad talking about it, and then something I talked about plenty of times with the pills and a lot of people. Michael Jackson was the biggest entity on earth after so-called Jesus Christ. There was never an entity as big as Michael Jackson. Never an entity as big as Michael Jackson. So I mean, you already know what it is. Like the brother, it's the brother that was on Vlad that he just recently mysteriously died. And I forget, Ron Newton, something Newton. If y'all could tell me his name, something Newton. And he talked about how he got out of jail. He was offered, I think, $200,000 or something like that, to say that Mike was molesting his boys because his sons was signed to Mike's label, and they wanted him to speak out on Mike. And Ron Newt, thank you. Yeah, any question I ask, my chat room got the answer for it. I appreciate y'all. I swear, Ron Newt. But thank you. Yeah, they tried to offer him a big bag. And he turned it down. One of them little boy band dudes, a white dude, they tried to offer him a bag for the documentary to get on it, and he turned it down. I forget his name. Forget his name. But yeah, Whitney Houston is amazing. But there's only one Mike. And we all seen the impact Mike got. Yeah. Oh, the Neutrons? Okay, his sons were the Neutrons? Okay. They said Ron Newt's sons was the Neutrons. Yeah, they tried to get him to say that Mike molest Aaron Carter. See, I told you if I need to know, sir, the chat got me. I told y'all. Y'all got me. Genius chat room. Yeah, definitely. So Aaron Carter, yeah, they tried to offer Aaron Carter a bag, and he was like, man, sometimes money don't mean everything to everybody. And that's that Steve Harvey shit where money is everything. Money is not really everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if you hear all the famous, when you hear people talk about their children, and we got this impression that money is everything, and kids don't have a concept. Like you could buy a kid $10,000 worth of toys, and your child, I don't want to, some people get offended by the word kid, your child might pick up a brown paper bag and play with it instead of the $10,000 worth of toys. And in our intellectual mind, we're like, what the hell is wrong with this kid? I just bought $10,000 of toys. But that's something we learn through programming about this is worth this. You define what's worthy. You define what worth is. So if having a happy home, having a wife, or having a husband is worth to you, then we have to define what success is. And that's the problem. We're following this standard European definition of success. And that ain't and we're wondering why we're miserable. So, it is what it is. But moving on. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get this book. I don't know how I'm gonna try to get this book. There's this other book I want to reference today that is available that got some good stuff in it that you could get available online. You probably could get it for free right now. It's called Conversations with My Higher Self. Because the point I keep trying to make, we was talking about Nipsey yesterday, and I was touching a lot on spirituality and energy, because Nipsey talked about energy a lot. So what I was saying was that our energy, we're ultimately infinite awareness. We're infinity condensed in this form, and we're pretending like we're human, and we're just having this dream, like Einstein said, a persistent one. And we actually think, it's like the Oculus. They get the technology teaches us the true nature of reality. They got the Oculus coming out, so we're gonna be able to put on glasses or this headset, and we're gonna be able to not just see virtual reality, but we're gonna feel the sensations of what we're seeing, and that's ultimately what reality is. The soul put this Oculus. The brain is like the Oculus. So the soul, like Bobby used to talk about, once you get that motherfucking baby brain, it's a wrap. Bobby's, man, you a powerful ass soul. They put that baby brain on your ass, it's a wrap. You saying goo goo gaga, you done forgot all that shit, and you gotta remember, like you gotta remember it again. So the Oculus Rift and technology is showing us who we are. It's mirroring spirituality. You know what I'm saying? The brain is the Oculus. The brain is our soul got on this headset right now. Our soul is wearing this headset right now. That's telling us we see this, we see that. Reality is just a delusion agreed upon. You got one person that's delusional, he crazy. But if you got 1,000 people that's delusional, it's reality. Let me say that again. If you got 5 niggas that's delusional and they see a UFO, them 5 niggas is crazy because there's a million of us. But if 700,000 of that million see that same thing, then all of a sudden, instead of them being delusional, that becomes reality. So the more people that participate in your delusion, now it's reality. All this shit is an illusion. We're all delusional. Shit, we all tripping. You know how they say, the funny thing is that we come down here, we take drugs to take us back to where we come from, right? We take drugs to take us back to the ethers, and then we see sacred geometry. We like, yo, I was merged with the energy, man. Oh my God, I'm connected to everything. When we in infinity, when we the all that is, and when we in a broader awareness before we get down here, what's the drug we take? We put on the best drug the spirit could take is that human brain. We get high like a motherfucker down here. We get high off of this illusion called physical reality. So the spirit's drug is the human brain, and the brain's drug is mushrooms and shit like that. It's funny. It's like when we up there, we take a drug to come down here. Then we down here, we take a drug to get back up there. You know what I'm saying? God, they say God wants to experience humanity to understand himself, but once God becomes a human, he wants to understand himself to be God again. Ain't that some shit? Some weird shit, man. Some weird shit, man. Wow. Yeah, they just said that Nipsey was killed by his homeboy. Amazon gonna reach out to Rich on book ads. Shit, they better. I sold they book out in like 10 minutes, right? They better, man. They better. But yeah, they said as far as Nipsey, I don't know, the Nipsey situation. I don't know. So many possibilities with that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on the internet arguing right now about conspiracy theory, about this, about that. You know what I'm saying? I totally understand why so many conspiracy theories exist. If you're a black man living in America, the story of a black man living in America was a big conspiracy theory. It was one huge conspiracy theory. It was one huge. We're trying to tell the whole world that this white man's continuously conspiring against us, and the whole world doesn't believe us. Whether it's crack cocaine, whether it's them putting guns in the neighborhood, whether it's every time we get a neighborhood, they destroy it. Black Wall Street, whatever. Every time, whether it's shit, it could be anything. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'm not coming up with none right now, but the list goes on and on. So I can see why people think either way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna get up here, all these speakers you got, they get up here and they cursing each other. I'm like, come on, man. I mean, I can see why anybody thinks the way anybody thinks, considering what we all been through right now. You know what I'm saying? I can see why anybody. If a nigga think a UFO came and an alien, I can see. You know what I'm saying? We done been through so much shit. I understand all stories. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I just want to focus on the bigger truth. We talk about white supremacy and people say, it doesn't exist. And man, listen, I done experienced the shit my whole life. You know what I'm saying? With police brutality, all of that. Does that mean it's my ultimate reality? No. It means it's a program that I came down here to experience, but I know my greater truth. I know the greater truth. So two things could exist that contradict each other, but I'm going to choose the greater truth. All the black people that you see that tries to deny, like let's say Oprah, she tries to blatantly deny things, or I don't know. I don't want to sing about Oprah. Did I sing about Oprah just again? I don't want to keep singing and singling out Oprah. But the black people, a black person to get up because it's not cool. It's cool because everybody thinks they're spiritual now. And people really don't understand spirituality. So they're like, I can't talk about conspiracy theories, or, I can't talk about the white man. And that's not what spirituality is. You know what I'm saying? Denying something that you feel in your heart. Something that that you've been through in your heart. That shit. And that's why, if you notice, a lot of them, their job is they're always trying to convince somebody. When I know something in my heart, I don't have to go around trying to convince somebody or get mad at the person that thinks opposite than me. Be careful of the person that's always trying to convince you of something and they're not confident in what they're trying to teach you. They're not. Or they always trying to come at somebody who opposes their way of thinking. Because the person that opposes their way of thinking makes them feel guilty about their way of thinking. That's why sometimes religious people always gotta they gotta indoctrinate you, or they gotta, what's that word? When you try, they gotta they just gotta get you to come on board to what they're thinking. Because it makes them feel better. Misery loves company. If you're confident in what you think, and just think how you think. You ain't got to keep coming at somebody for what they think, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody in the chat room. And like I said, I can see why everybody think what they think. But coming to America thing. And for this is like I'm the person who's best qualified to talk on this, more qualified. I don't want to say best, More qualified, I would say Brother Bobby Hemming, but he's not speaking right now. But Brother Panic is one of the best I know at deciphering these movies from a spiritual perspective. And this is old stuff. When I talk about Coming to America, and I'm gonna talk about it briefly, this is old stuff. I just wanted to bring it up now because I see it's a continuous problem when we identify ourselves. Like I said yesterday, we keep identifying ourselves with the little me, the little I. And when it said when our answer said know thyself, they're talking about the big I. And we don't understand our multidimensional nature. We just been taught that we are what we see, the human body, the vessel. That's a very small, minute percentage of who we are. Look at that movie Dave, where there was a whole civilization living inside the body. That's literally what we are. There's a whole civilization living inside our body. And Dave was just a vessel, the machine. But we don't tap inside that machine, that vessel, to figure out things. There's infinite abundant. Listen, just like in the movie, when the movie Eddie Murphy and with Akeem and Semi, when they came to America, instead of coming to America, think of coming to Earth. Think of us having abundance, infinite abundance, having it all. Then all of a sudden, we want to come to America for whatever reason, sow our royal oats. Shit, a nigga might want to come get some whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. You might come to want to be a basketball player, whatever reason. You might come because you didn't finish up what you came for last time. But for whatever it is, instead of coming to America, think of coming to Earth, where we get rid of all our royal stuff. We leave it, but we didn't leave it, or we pretend like we don't have it, and we come to this place called America. Some people say it's the ghetto of the universe. It's really not, because it's reality is malleable. I think that's the word, where you can mold it into whatever you want. But we're taught that it's the ghetto of the universe. That this is the place where you come to suffer. So we come here, we pretend like we're limited. That's why the title says limiting the unlimited. The unlimited can never be limited, but we pretend like we're limited. We pretend like, we can't do this. We pretend like gravity exists. We pretend like gravity exists and that we can't fly. When there's countless accounts of us flying in antiquity. Shit, I remember they said that some of the slaves flew back to Africa. I don't know how accurate that is, but we hear it constantly. And we have dreams constantly. I had dreams all my life that I've been able to fly. So we come down here, we pretend like we can't do a lot of things. But in reality, it's all everything is energy, and it's all based on intention and belief. You know what I'm saying? So we, just like Semi and Akeem, they pretending like they was poor for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, to experience whatever. We come down here and we pretend. We pretend like we're black. We pretend like we're being oppressed. Not to take away from our oppression. I'm just saying this is just another different level I'm talking about. The oppression that we've been through is very real on a surface level, but I'm just talking about on another level. See, different levels contradict each other, but they all agree with each other at the same time. And that's something you won't understand until you get to a certain degree. Different levels, the mystery schools contradict each other and agree with each other at the same time. Complement each other at the same time. Contradict each other and complement each other at the same time. And that's something we won't understand until we get to a very, very advanced level. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Shout out to Real Talk, just donated. Super Chat. Make sure you hit up that Cash App. It's way better than Super Chat. Way better. ADOSDC. ADOSDC in the building. Shout out to the ADOS fam for doing their thing. Disrupting politics. You know what I'm saying? You know, pushing us into the next paradigm where we're not slaves to the Democratic Party for whatever reason. I don't know how that or when that shit happened, but man, black people loyal to them Democrats. I mean, loyal. So shout out to the ADOS. You know, actually shout out to Kanye West. Kanye West, that's a crazy dude right there. That's a crazy mother effer right there. He really disrupted that Democratic Party when he came out with, and he just kept talking this shit about the Democrats, and I think he made a lot of people think. You know, that's on the conscious scene. We've been knew about the Democrats, but he made a lot of other people think, like, wait a minute, why are we so loyal to the Democrats? So shout out to Kanye as well. Like I said, man, listen, you got, hey man, it is what it is, you know. But yeah, coming to America, shit, Semi and Akeem, they wanted to Hakeem wanted to experience something. He was tired. I don't know. As gods, are we bored? Is God bored having everything? Is perfection boredom? You know, some people say perfection is boredom. Is that shit boredom? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe polarity. You know, they say God learns about him or herself or itself down here in this realm. Because of the polarity, because of the duality. So when there's bad, you know what's good. When you're short, you know what's tall. You know, when you have bad sex, you know what good sex is. You know what I'm saying? When there's a buffet and you taste something bad, you know, you can taste something that's good. So, you know, everybody, we all sit up here, not we all, but a lot of people sit up here, they act like they know all this spiritual shit. And we're all, when you think you know it all, anybody who thinks they know it all, stay away from them. Because we're not designed to know it all. The human brain isn't designed to know it all. And I think that's why some people are successful, because they figured out that they're not going to know it all, and they just let go and let God. And that's when the subconscious takes over. But your conscious mind wants to know it all, and it can't know it all. It's not designed to know it all. You'll go crazy trying to know it all, man. You can't know infinity within the conscious mind, man. Listen, you know what I'm saying? You'll go crazy. And that's why shit like Freemasonry and I've seen a lot of people go crazy trying to be conscious, trying to learn this information. A lot of people, man. A lot of people. So, the people, what y'all asked for, Griff? Yeah, I talked to Griff this morning via text. Who is this? Who's it? Yeah, I talked to Griff earlier via text. So I don't know. I'm gonna see as developments going. I don't wanna make 100 videos about Nipsey Hussle. I just don't want to do that. 100 videos about Nipsey Hussle. You know, I got a lot of love for the brother. The brother's energy is very much alive. Like I said, we don't die, we multiply. We here forever, and that's not to take away from what his family's going through. I just want us to understand who we truly are, and I want us to get away from this. I think our culture, I don't know about our culture, fears death probably unlike any culture that existed before, man. If you look at ancient times and you read what happened in ancient times, a lot of cultures didn't fear death as much. Even right now, current time in the East, they don't fear death. The Western culture right now, oh my God, we are so petrified. Oh Lord, we are like shaking in our knees about death. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want us to be that scared. Not to say that I'm in a rush. I'm not, to die or to transition. I don't want to keep saying die, to transition. Obviously, I came down here for a purpose, and I want to complete that purpose, and then I can successfully make that transition, happily on my watch. I think all transition is on our watch. Sometimes we just don't know it. There's this dude named Bashar that said every death is an assisted suicide. What he basically was trying to say is that through our thought stream, our thoughts and our feelings and our emotions, we all decide ultimately, or we all give permission, even if we're murdered, we all ultimately give permission to leave this realm. Because ultimately nothing can happen to you without your permission. You ever notice in some of the vampire movies, the vampires need permission to, I think it was in True Blood, the vampires needed permission to come into your door. before they bite you and take your blood and all of that. So ultimately, we give permission for things to happen to us, but it's unconscious sometimes. We're not aware of it because we're not aware of the nature of reality. We're not aware of the process of how shit gets done. So we don't know what we're doing. We don't know that we caused this or caused that, or we don't know. But as far as the movie Coming to America, what was interesting was that first of all, it's alchemical. Like Bobby Hemmett talked about, very, very alchemical, very alchemical movie. So you could read the book The Alchemist that'll touch on alchemy and read up on alchemy and all of that. But a very alchemical movie, and it's a movie where you see Hakeem. He actually loved the process. He loved the process. He enjoyed it. And because he knew ultimately who he was, and he didn't really get caught up. He knew he came down there for a mission. Semi, on the other hand, he was kind of upset. He looked at it like a jail sentence. And I think that's how a lot of us look at our life down here in humanity, as a jail sentence. And we can't wait for it to be over. Though it's an illusion, we should love the process. I personally think we shouldn't look at it as a jail. Like a lot of people say, humanity is prison for the soul. I'm not looking at it as prison for the soul. I'm looking at it as an opportunity for my consciousness to expand, for me to learn what I got to learn, or for me to just experience what I got to experience. Maybe I didn't come down here to learn anything. Maybe I just wanted to have a certain experience. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like the red. They was like the red and the blue pill. One wanted to experience the illusion, and one wanted to get the hell out of that illusion. So I don't know. Maybe we could say Hakeem and Semi was the red and the blue pill. You know what I'm saying? One wanted to stay there, one wanted to leave. But yeah. But we seen two perspectives on the illusion. And that's what we see down here. We see two different perspectives on this illusion called reality. Some people love the process. Some people hate the process. I think ultimately we should appreciate the process, but ultimately remember who we are. You know what I'm saying? I don't want us to love the process and stay down here and not and forget who we are. We should appreciate the process, but never forget who we are and where we're going and why we came down here. So I'm more with the Semi more than I'm more with the Hakeem more than the Semi. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be, it could be a very pleasurable experience. It has its tough times and everything, but it could be a very pleasurable experience. But it's just not something you want to. Once you've been on that roller coaster ride, you don't want to go on the roller coaster ride 1,000 times. It gets boring after a while. So it's cool. I'm having a good time, but it's not. I don't want to come down here 1,000 more times. It's not going to be a good time no more. It's going to be boring after a while. So, you know what I'm saying? Have your fun while it lasts, but we're not meant to just, I don't know, maybe. Like I said, I'm not, here to say I know it all, because the human mind isn't designed to know it all. And I think the language we speak limits us much more than past languages. We don't get these downloads like past civilizations got, because the English language is like a like code lockdown. I think Phil used to call it like code lockdown or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But we need some mods. Mods getting high. Where are the mods at? I'm gonna make. Let me see. Osiris is a mod right now. I made Osiris a mod. That's a familiar name on here. Osiris, you are now a mod. Let me see what else. What people say. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. So, like I said, I just wanted to touch on, the Coming to America thing real quick, in this idea that we think we're limited when we're really not. And I just want to reference the brother Panic. That's probably the sharpest brother I could know when it comes to these movies and us understanding who we are from a know thyself perspective. You know, there's so many perspectives you can look and decode these movies with, but brother Panic, I definitely like the brother's approach to it. So like I said, the book, I'm gonna try to get the book. There's another book that I'm a reference today called Conversations with My Higher Self. So we're multi-dimensional. Once again, this is a metaphysical subject tonight. So maybe some people came here looking for more, you know, some pop culture, and I touch on the pop culture thing a lot because I have to, and I always try to use a metaphysical approach and whatever's or trending topics. But this is very metaphysical. This is serious to today, and I'm just talking to the family who's into these type of studies. So, what is that, Velvet? Yeah. Oh, Burt. Oh, yeah. Ever check out Burt Goldman, who wrote Quantum? Yo, Quantum Jumping, that's some sharp shit. Yo, check that out, family. It's Burt Goldman, Quantum Jumping. Yo, I did it one day, and that shit bugged me out. I closed my eyes, and he had me like envisioning an alternate version of me in a parallel reality. And shit got so real that I got scared because I felt it. I was like, what the fuck? I had these thoughts that I didn't know I had inside of me. And I seen things that I didn't know was going to pop out. But yeah, that's good. Burt Goldman, Quantum Jumping. Hold on, family. Yeah, just spit real quick. Yeah. Um, yeah, so check that out. Check that out, family. Check that out. Osiris is doing his thing on the mods right now, I see. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not gonna be long, 37 minutes. Okay, so another book I want y'all to get. Just recommending some books as well besides the movie Coming to America. I just want us to all watch that movie and watch it from a different perspective this time. Watch it and envision your spirit coming to Earth instead of coming to America, coming to Earth, and see how limited the unlimited, so called, or God, or forgot who you was. You know what I'm saying? Let's remember who we are. We're here in this land, Western World. Remember Western World? That show that's on Showtime. That's a good show too. But we got to remember who we are. We have to remember who we are. And we gotta let's enjoy this process. Let's not be miserable while we're down here. That's not part of. You might come back here if you're miserable. Chances are you might come back here. And it's hard to say that. I mean, I guess if you suffer and you might be miserable, but I'm at the level where I'm going to appreciate the process, or appreciate every little thing I have. And you amplify what you have when you appreciate it. So, where I'm at, shit, there's so many people on the planet. Where I'm at is rare. So I appreciate where I'm at in my life. Definitely appreciate where I'm at in this illusion, in this illusionary realm that seems so real. Trust the process. Yes, that's a good way to say it. Trust the process. You know. So this book, another book, family. Conversations with My Higher Self by Kenneth J.M. McLean. Make sure y'all donate, family. I'm giving y'all these metaphysical jewels. Make sure y'all donate to Brother Rich. Show support. Show support. It's very important. I always appreciate people who elevated my spirit. Ain't nothing like elevating a person's spirit, person's soul, helping them to remember who they are. I put in years and years of research to get to this level where I'm at, of asking questions or putting these shows together, or ideas or topics. So I definitely would appreciate the support from the family so that I may further do what I do. But Conversations with My Higher Self by Kenneth J.M. McLean. Make sure, let me write this down. Conversations with my. So make sure y'all check that out. That's a very good book. That's a very good book. To remember who you are. Very good book to remember who you are. like an entry. I don't know if I would say entry level, but it's just a good book to know who you are. Let me just read a couple of things out of it. Out of this book here for the family. This is what it says about when we decide to come down to the human body. It says when consciousness associates with a biological body on your planet, you give up some of your broader awareness. From your physical viewpoint, you may call this broader perspective another dimension if you want to. You may call it a spatial dimension or another plane of existence, or label it any way you wish. No matter what you call it, it is just a different way of perceiving. What we really want to get across to you is that if you can perceive it, it is real. And if you cannot, it isn't real. That should take care of a lot of questions you have on the subject of dimensions. But it's like a conversation a dude said he had with his higher self. But it's just a real shout out to Ralph Kelly, who just sent $20 Cash App. Shout out to Ralph Kelly. Like I said, I appreciate the currency, because I'm giving currency right now. This is a current that you should take with you the rest of your life. This is not just something so you could put on a meme on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook to sound fancy. This is something we live by. You know, family, I want us to understand this. For those younger than me or older, this is a way of life. We live by this. We live and we die by this. And I don't want to keep using that word die, but this is a way of life for us, family. This is not temporary, you know. Trying to find a good page. But yeah, so check out that book, Conversations with My Highest Self. Very, very good book on the universal laws, on a lot of things. I'm trying to see. What does it say? Yeah. Yeah. This is definitely a good book. What y'all talking about in the chat room, family? What is going on in the chat room? Let's see what's going on in the chat room. Let's see. How many people we got in? We got 520 people. You ever tried mugwort for traveling into space? No, I don't even know what mugwort. What is that? I don't even know what that is, man. Shit. Y'all be on some shit. What is that? Tell me what that is, family. Mugwort. It sounds similar. I think I heard it before, but I don't know what that is. So somebody tell me what mugwort is. Oh, it's an herb. Okay. Yeah, I knew it sounds similar. No, I know I know I just tried that. It's a dream herb, yeah. Kenneth J. M. McLean. Mugwort. Okay, yeah, I know I heard that word before. No, I never tried it. Like I said, oh, lucid dream. Okay, I tried the liquid gold to lucid dream. Also, I know brother panic pack. That's real good. That's real good. Lucid dreaming or just shit. That shit adapts to whatever you wanted to do. It seems like, you know what I'm saying. I didn't ask that shit to do 3 different things. It did all 3. You know what I'm saying? So definitely try that. Try the panic pack. Oh yeah, panic pack is awesome. Yeah, definitely try the panic pack. It's definitely good. But another thing the book says is that while you're in physical, you perceive from a very tiny, intensely focused point of consciousness. You give up a broader awareness and knowledge of all that is, and in return, you have the opportunity to experience the joy of rediscovery as you remember your connection to Source. You know what? This is supposed to be a joyful unfolding, but many of you have made it traumatic. This is all right. When you make your transition back to native state, you come back to your natural place of complete bliss and understanding the self. You know what's crazy? Once you beat a video game, it's boring. So you need another video game. When I was young, so you need another video game and another one. So it's like once you figure it out in this life, or once you got it figured out, you know, you want to rediscover. You know, you want to start all over again. We got this thing where we want to start all over again. So we want an all new video game. We want a new level. I want to beat it again. I want to beat the game again. I want a new boss. I want a new adversary. You know, what we call white supremacy, maybe that's the video game that's the video game adversary for this epoch, or for this the last couple of thousand years. That's the video game adversary. If life is a video game, white supremacy is the video game adversary for the last 6,000 years. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 years from now, our adversary might be a mother effer that look blue or look purple or look, or got 10 legs or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We just create different adversaries so we could beat different adversaries. We want a new adversary. Every video game I ever played, there was an adversary, and I beat him. Then once I beat him, I got a new video game, and then I had a new adversary. Then after that, I got a new video game, and I got another new adversary. We keep getting these new adversaries and keep beating them and becoming triumphant. And we do it over and over and over and over again. So right now, the adversary for this time around is, white supremacy. That's the adversary. The so-called adversary, the illusionary adversary that we create for ourselves so we could beat this adversary and then become great again, all new, Maybe it's time for us to move on from humanity like Brother Panic said. I don't know. But, new level, new devil. New level, new devil, huh? But, conversations with my higher self, Kenneth J. M. McLean. I'm not going to stay too long today. We did already beat it. Hell yeah, that's the ultimate realization that we already beat it. That's the ultimate realization is that we already beat it. But, we like to play the pretend game. You know what I'm saying? We like to play the pretend game. But conversations with my higher self, just wanted to tell that to you and wanted to tell the family, I ain't forget about y'all about this book, Keys to Inner Self. I am going to get it somehow, some way. It is sold out all in the world. There's nowhere in the world you could get it. So I'm going to find a way to get this book, Keys to Inner Space. Go watch the movie Coming to America again. And instead of thinking about coming to America, think about coming to humanity. Think about coming to Earth. Think about how your spirit came somewhere to limit itself, but ultimately, just like Semi, when he got tired of that shit, he went to Western Union to get that money transfer, because he knew he had unlimited access. We got unlimited access to the matrix, to the collective consciousness. We got unlimited access. So just like Semi, he was like, is 500,000 asking too much? She was like, no, go for it. She was like, nigga, go for it. So we could never ask too much because we have unlimited access, because ultimately we're infinite awareness. So never forget that. Tap into your infinite potential. But, we coming to Earth. You know what I'm saying? That's what the spirit is saying. Coming to Earth, nigga. We coming to Earth. We pretending like we're this. But we still got access to that. We came down here to sow our royal oats, some of us. But like I said, I don't want to talk too long today. I just wanted to tell the family, because we talk so much about the brother Nipsey. Shout out to that brother's energy, that is eternal. Can't say that enough. And love and respect to his family at this time. And may they get through these trying times the best way that they know how. But Keys to Inner Space, I'm gonna find a way to get it. Go to Brother Panic's channel, Occult Lectures. Like I said, the brother is much better at explaining this than me. I just wanted to touch on it real quick and tell the family about it. Bobby talked about it years ago. But go to the brother's YouTube channel, Occult Lectures. Also, you could get the book, Conversations with My Higher Self. I referenced that briefly. Like I said, I'm not talking too long, so I just wanted to go on it real quick. Also, get the book Seth. Seth is a very good book that helped me a lot. Get the book Seth by Jane Roberts. I think there's 2 different books on Seth. And all of these books are talking about our multidimensional nature. It's talking about us being much more than a human body. We have to get, when we say know thyself, we often look, you should write down, I am not, whatever your name is. My name is Richard Merritt. I might write that shit 50 times today. I am not Richard Merritt. Just to remind myself that I am not what I see in the mirror. That is a vessel that I use, and it's a very good vessel. It's a magnificent vessel. I appreciate, like I said, let's not confuse us. No, we're spirit, we're us hating who we are. And that's just my opinion. I'm going to appreciate this experience and what it gave to me. I'm appreciate my vessel and what it gave to me, just like I appreciate the people and my fam and all that. But at the same time, I'm gonna know who I ultimately am. So, like I said, Seth, the book Seth. Just wanted to give my, back in the day, Bob used to give us all these books, and people don't do that as much because everybody wants to be so smart that they want you to think all of this came from them. So sometimes they don't, and some of it comes from you. Some we get channels every day, all day. But if there's a good book, I want to share with the family the book if I can. So get the book Seth James Roberts. Also get the book Conversations with My Higher Self, Kenneth J. M. McLean. Keys to Inner Space. That's another book I'm gonna figure out how to get a hold of. Right now, it's currently sold out, and there's no ebooks available at all. At all. One of the hardest books to get right now in the world. Not available at all. So, all right, family. So, with that being said, I'm about to get out of here. Just a spiritual conversation with y'all. Basic spiritual stuff today. I appreciate y'all as well. Thank you, Osiris, for holding me down as far as the mod. I'm going to get more mods in the building. I just be in my zone. I don't even be paying attention to the chat sometime, and I should, but appreciate the brother Osiris. Seeing 88 all day. 88 is a good number. I'm a number 8, so I could appreciate the number 8. And 8 is infinity. And you're on this broadcast listening to a message about infinite awareness. So, that could be something for you to look more into. What is it about infinite awareness? What do I need to look into it? You know what I'm saying? But Father Rich getting out of here. Any last questions? Any last questions y'all want me to answer before I get out of here? Review number 8. That's what's up. Any last questions you want me to answer before I get out of here? I'm hungry. A Negro is hungry, man. My brain, the illusion is telling me I'm hungry. I'm really not. I could go the next 4 days without eating if I really wanted to, but my brain is telling me that I'm hungry. Oh, 8 is today? I don't know. Today's the 1st. I don't know how 8 is today. I don't know. Cash App, shout out. Let me post that Cash App again. I need that book. I'm going to try to get you the book. I tell you, I'm going to try to get that book. Meditation is the key. Yeah, I don't know about the dude that they said killed Nipsey. I got to look more into that. What's good with the beats? Me and Cambada got an album coming out July 4th. Damn, I told people on Instagram. I didn't tell y'all. July 4th, hopefully it should come out. I might get a beat website, I'm not sure, but I've been thinking about that. But me and Cambada, we working on a new album. We got fire right now. Oh my God, we got some fire, man. We got some fire. Man. So, hey, I'm trying to hold on. Got something. What the fuck is that? Yeah. So, it's been confirmed, yeah? Yeah, I have a PayPal, Richard Merritt at Yahoo. Let me write that down, Richard Merritt at Yahoo. Richard Merritt 7 at Yahoo. That's the PayPal. That is the PayPal. Or the brother from Inglewood, yeah? I'm looking into that. I'm definitely going to look into that. Okay. That new Black Magic Bottle joint is highly anticipated. Yeah. All right, family. I'm getting out of here. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Came on a little earlier tonight. Those Father Rich just ready yourself. My son is asleep right now. He's upstairs asleep. So that's why I said, let me come down here real quick and let me let the family know I didn't forget about them with the book. Because I know the book sold out so fast. So I'm like, let me just tell the family, let me recommend a couple of more books to the family just to keep them busy until I'm able to get my hands on that book. Give y'all a quick metaphysical broadcast, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm down here. I snuck down here real quick to do this real quick, man. But thanks to the family. I'm getting out of here. I will see y'all. Peace.